Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm the founder, designer and maker of everything at Samantha English Jewellery. I work predominantly in precious metals and plating of jewellery. I like to play with the idea of the preciousness of jewellery, what it means to us. I'm fascinated by the stories of old jewellery, how we wear things that are broken on chains round our necks, and how we keep precious pieces of jewellery tucked away in a box. That's the basis for everything I make, looking at old jewellery, looking at its meaning, looking at its love, and creating new pieces. In 2017, I was really fortunate to be able to return to higher education. I decided to take a Masters in Jewellery at the University for the Creative Arts in Farnham. It was an incredible journey, pushed my limits of creativity and thinking. It felt exhausting at the time, but I'm so grateful for that experience. I think it's made me a better maker and a better designer. The design for the split ring, which is here in sterling silver, came from my having to repair my mum's wedding ring. My sister wears it now, and she had broken her finger, so it had to be cut off at the hospital, and she gave it to me to repair. But here was a ring that I had seen on my mum's hand every day of her life, and then on my sister's fingers. That ring had had such a long journey and had been present through momentous things, through my birth, through moving of houses, through deaths, through marriages, through celebrations and through sadness. This ring was a symbol of somebody's life, really, everything else that ring had been through. And as I repaired it, as I healed the scar of the cut, I put another step in that piece of jewellery's journey, in its story. The design for the precious Imperfections necklace, which is one of the most loved items in the collection, came from part of my collection of old and broken jewellery, and it was based on a locket that had lost its glass and its back and was just a frame, but the other pieces still remained in the box that I had. And I just thought there was such a beauty in that locket that had probably held a precious piece of hair or a picture, and now just lay in pieces, but it looked so beautiful. And I looked at tying it onto chain, tying it onto ribbon, tying it on a cord. I wanted to make a placement that would keep it close to your heart, that would give it a contact with you and reflect the beauty of something that was broken and that was no more whole, but still retained its preciousness, retained its story, and looked like a complete piece of jewellery again. I think perhaps one of the reasons that I'm so fascinated in the stories that jewellery tells us and our feelings for jewellery is because when I was young, my dad made some jewellery for myself and my mum and my sisters, and he made each piece with others in mind. This was my initial, but he also made me a little mushroom, and he put a great deal of thought and care into what those pieces meant. I love it today because he's gone, but it still has his tool marks in it. I love that story being imbued in the metal, in this piece of jewellery story. I really want to put that into my jewellery. When I design a make and piece, I like to play with the idea of damage, of old jewellery, but jewellery that is still meaning so much to us and is so important to us that almost becomes like a talisman, as my bracelet is.